Transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
There's cloudy skies above Shields Complex, but softball's back on the air on the PSP Network. Welcome into WDA Softball. Bismarck High visits Minot North here on the PSP Network. Welcome into the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show with timely services that won't slow you down and no appointment needed. It's a stay-in-your-car drive-through oil change. It'll take about 15 minutes at any of their locations in Minot or Bismarck. Also find them online at VIOC.com. Well, it's been a while, just since over a week ago since we saw this Sentinels team on the field. They dropped 2 against their inner-city rival Minot High, but they're a team that is coming off performance later in the week, which saw them lose to Mandan, but a close one. They dropped it in the final innings of that game against the Braves had a 9-6 lead going into the 7th. Gave up 4 runs in the top half of the inning and lost to Mandan 9-10. It was nearly a game to snap what was then a 6-game losing streak. After dropping game 2, Minot North has lost 8 in a row. They take on Bismarck, who's won 4 in a row, going back to their wins over Turtle Mountain 14-1 and 14-0. But their pitching has been something else lately. Back-to-back no-hitters pitched against Turtle Mountain and Watford City in that double counter, an 18-0 win over the Wolves that we're going to be talking about a lot today. But the offense is also producing a lot of high numbers for Bismarck High lately this season in their push for top positioning in the WDA tournament. They're a team that currently sits 4th in the West Region standings with an 11-3 overall record and a conference record of 6-2, with the toughest part of their schedule still yet to come. More from our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show ahead of WDA softball on the PSP Network comes up next. After this commercial break, we'll take a look at our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game, starting lineups, and first pitch from the Shields Complex.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
As we continue to prepare for this West Region softball showdown between the Bismarck High Demons and Minot North Sentinels, let's continue on with our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show by taking a look at the Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game with over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts and the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. There's no other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains. Find them online at northern-plains.com. For Bismarck High, they've won 4 in a row, but it's against the bottom 2 teams in the conference. They're in the middle part of their schedule, which sees them face the three of the bottom 4 teams in the West Region consecutively, so they've got to keep the focus. There's been a lot of big wins, a lot of games that really, they were kind of given to them by some poor pitching from the opponents. So it's all about keeping that focus for Bismarck High, not letting this one get away from them. A game that they come in, when you look at the stats on paper, they are the favorite in this game with an 11-4 record and the offensive and pitching statistics as well going their way. They do have a couple tough opponents next up, so maybe keep their focus on this game without looking ahead to Minot High coming up very soon on the schedule. Jamestown and Dickinson wrap up their season schedule as well. The Minot North Sentinels, they're going to need early offense. This is a game that might see a lot of runs on the board for both teams. If Minot North can keep up what offense they've been building throughout this season, you look at some of the individual leaders statistically for the Sentinels who've been doing the most. Kinsey Wellstad is on a bit of a tear at the plate. She's got 8 hits in her last 4 games. Katie Shipman's been there all year long with a team-high 27 RBIs. Minot North is going to need to score early and often to keep up with this Bismarck High team, because this one might just get into a track meet here from the Shields Complex. Those are your Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. Now let's take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. First for the Bismarck High Demons, leading off playing second base is Drew Kautzman. Jersey Berg, with over 600 batting average on the year, bats second and starts at short defensively. Bree Wrangham is the pitcher, batting third. Cameron Braun bats in the cleanup spot. She'll be playing third base. Bailey Kautzman is the catcher, batting fifth. Maya Jones starts in center in the sixth spot in the order. 7, 8, 9. Josie Schell, the first baseman. Kate Nowitzki, the left fielder, and Izzy Owens starts in right. Again, Bree Wrangham, the starting pitcher for Bismarck High. Her season stats look like this inside the circle. 6 starts, a 6-0 record, perfect on the year. 33 innings with 25 runs allowed, 6 of them earned, for a 1.27 ERA. For the Minot North Sentinels on the other side, they're led off by their pitcher, Kinsey Wellstad. We talked about her lately. Last 4 games, 8 hits. Batting second in center is Kate Coleman. Tyson Hertz bats third and plays short. Katie Shipman's the cleanup batter, playing first base. Over at third and batting fifth, Avon Kelly. Elise McCann follows her up, the catcher. Designated hitter batting seventh is Aubrey Broughton. Maya Bagwell starts in right, bats eighth. And Miley Ackerman rounds out the order, playing in left. Stellar Mortensen gets the start defensively at second base. Inside the circle for the Sentinels, Kinsey Wellstad, 3-6 on the year in her 10th start. 53 2/3 innings already pitched. She's pitched complete game after complete game, but the problem is the walks have outweighed the strikeouts this year for Wellstad. 38 walks to 27 strikeouts in an ERA, just a bit under 11. Let's look at your starting lineups. We've got the national anthem coming up next. Here's part of our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pre-game show.
And starting at second base, number 6, Stellar Mortensen. The Sentinels are coached by Kaylee Hertz, Danielle Terrell, and head coach Roger Coleman. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able. Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we honor America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad. Please join in the playing of our national anthem.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
Jersey Mike's slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny? Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
On an overcast day for the Magic City with temperatures in the mid-50s. This is as warm as it's going to get, with temperatures dropping almost from first pitch until we're done with today's doubleheader. Thank you for joining us on the PSP Network. I'm Owen Patterson on the call for 2 today between the Minot North Sentinels and Bismarck High Demons just about to get this one started. Kinsey Wellstad starts as the pitcher in game number 1 for North. She'll face the top of the Bismarck High batting order to lead things off. Drew Counsman, Jersey Berg, and Bree Wrangham. Pitch on the way from Wellstad. We are underway with a ball 1 called to Drew Counsman, low and outside. Counsman, right-handed batter, the leadoff hitter for the Demons, an on-base percentage of .407 this season. She's been brought around to score 16 times as a senior. Ball 2 is upstairs from Wellstad. Numbers for Kinsey this year as the pitcher for Minot North. 2-0 on the way, grounded foul down the third base line. Wellstad making her 10th start, 12th total appearance. Sophomore has a 3-6 record, pitching 53 2/3 innings, an ERA of 10.8, 27 strikeouts to 38 walks for Wellstad. Two-one pitch to Counsman. Grounded to third, fair this time. Avon Kelly with the throw across the diamond for out number 1. Counsman is retired. That'll bring up Jersey Berg, and we talk about stats. Jersey Berg, when you look at these stat lines from the batting spot, you can only say wow about him. 600 batting average through 45 at-bats and 14 games played. She scored 32 runs, 11 extra base hits. What can she do here first time up from the Shields complex? See strike 1 from Wellstad. Berg, the senior, getting the start at shortstop in game 1. Ready for the 0-1 pitch. Watches it drop out of the zone. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Wellstad working quickly. Berg drives this to left center field. It's got a lot of carry, and that one's going to find the warning track. An extra base hit for Jersey Berg to lead things off in the first inning with 1 gone. The Demons have a runner in scoring position with Bree Wrangham coming to the plate. Berg improves that extra base hits number to 12. She has 5 home runs. That one just a little bit short of clearing the fence out there in left center field. Straightaway center is about 220. The corners are 210. The dimensions here at the Shields complex and South Hill Minot. First pitch swinging and sending over the right fielder's head, also to the fence. Wrangham's going to bring in the first run of the game. She's looking for third base. Here comes a throw in. It's over the head of the cutoff, and there's going to be no play at third. A stand-up triple for Bree Wrangham. That's her 7th extra base hit of the season and 19th RBI as the Bismarck High Demons are on the board first on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life is busy. They'll make managing your money easy with locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Also find them online at bnc.bank. Another fly ball, but foul, this time off the bat of Cameron Braun, who bats cleanup for Bismarck High with a runner on third base and a 1-0 lead. Back-to-back extra base hits for Bismarck High. They are a power hitting team. It's shown in the scoreboards in their last couple of games and all season long. It's a team that scored 10 or more runs in 9 out of 14 contests so far. Talented on the hitting side is Bismarck High. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike here to Cameron Braun. Watches a strike crossing the outer half. Bailey Counsman is on deck for the Demons with Maya Jones to follow her. 1 on and 1 gone in the top of the first inning. This one a little too outside, trying to go for the same spot was Wellstad. Evens the count once again. It's 2-2. Foul ball straight back, and Braun stays alive. Cameron Braun in the 2024 season, 15 runs batted in. One of 5 players for Bismarck High with a over 400 batting average. Going to improve it here. The 2-2 swinging single to left field. It'll get down right in front of Miley Ackerman. And it's a 2-0 lead for Bismarck High. A double followed by a triple followed by a single for Bismarck, and they keep the line moving now with Bailey Counsman getting her first plate appearance on this Thursday afternoon. Too high for Kautzman. That starts the count with a ball. Wellstead finds the zone with the 1-0 pitch. Count of 1 ball and 1 strike to Bailey Kautzman. And Wellstead does allow the ball to get put in play a lot. She's allowed 161 hits coming into today's game, those 53 2/3 innings. Relying on the defense, Kelly made the play for the first out from third base, but those last 3 hits for Bismarck perfectly placed. 2-1. And Kautzman wanted to, or was at least squaring to bunt, pulled back and swung and miss. Another 2-strike offering on the way from Kinsey Wellstead. With Braun on first base. The pitch to Kautzman. Another liner to left. And another hit. That's 4 in a row for Bismarck High. They've reached base safely with batters 2 through 5. And now Maya Jones looking to do the same.
Now batting number 5, Maya Jones.
Jones batting just under that 400 mark. 390 through the almost to the midway point of the season. Say once April's complete, that's about the midway point with tournaments taking place the final week of May. It is another single for Bismarck High. Jones going to have an RBI here as Cameron Braun comes across to score and improves the Demons' lead to 3.
Now batting number 18, Josie Shell.
Well, can't say we didn't warn you. This Bismarck High team can hit the ball well. 3 runs on 5 hits through the first inning. Ground ball to short. Tyson Hertz picks it up, gets the lead runner out at third base. Smart play there by Hertz at shortstop. Kautzman is retired trying to advance, but Josie Shell will reach base. Already made it to the 8th spot in the Bismarck High lineup. Kate Nowatzki. Foul ball off the bat of Nowatzki. An 8th grader getting the start in left field. Not the only 8th grader in the starting lineup for Bismarck High. They've got 3 of them starting in game 1. Cameron Braun and Maya Jones, the others. Foul ball on the bunt attempt there by Nowatzki. Count runs to 0-2. Wellstead can get out of this first inning with 1 strike. The 0-2 on the way. Lets it go. Runners advance. They're all going to be safe. It was a late steal there from Jones, but did make it to third. And on the throw down the line from McCann to Kelly, Shell's going to advance, so there's 2 in scoring position now for Nowatzki. Another payoff pitch from Wellstead. Hit high in the air, still on the infield. Hertz calling off her teammates and making the catch. Bismarck High's middle of the batting order strikes for 3 runs on 5 hits. They leave 2 aboard. We've played a half an inning here from the Shields Complex. Sentinels looking to answer.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Well, like our Northern Plains Heating and Air Keys to the Game said, Minot North, they got to find early offense, and they find themselves coming up to the plate for the first time in a 3-0 hole after Bismarck High exploded for 3 runs in the first inning on 5 hits. Now Bree Wrangham, who helped the cause with an RBI triple, she'll take the ball for the start, her 7th start of the year. No losing decisions just yet for the senior. 6-0 record coming into today's game. She'll face Kinsey Wellstad first, the Minot North pitcher. Wellstad is followed by Kate Coleman and Tyson Hertz. In Roger Coleman's lineup today, 21st game of the year for Minot North, a record of 5 wins, 14 losses, and 1 tie. Wellstad looking to bunt, but lets that one go for ball 1. Foul ball off the catcher's mitt. 2-strike pitch on the way from Wrangham. Bismarck, on the other hand, this is game 15 for them. 11 wins and 3 losses. 6-2 in WDA play. They're winners of their last 4, but technically 3. They only played 1 game against Watford City. Counted for 2 wins in the conference. Fly ball to center field. Underneath it is Maya Jones for the first out of the bottom of the first. So with Wellstad retired, that brings up Kate Coleman. Kate Coleman tied for the team lead in at-bats with 67. There's 7 extra base hits this year, batting in the 2 spot for North. Watches ball 1 from Wrangham, and ball 2 as well. Coleman with a line drive, hit foul and out of play. But a good swing on that pitch from Wrangham on 2-0. Maybe Wrangham a little more cautious here, where she puts the 2-1 pitch with Coleman ready to swing. Drops in for strike 2. Got creative there was Wrangham and evens up the count. Payoff pitch. Put in play, right field, in the air, but caught again. This time it's Izzy Owens getting the start in right field for Bismarck. Their defensive positioning, Bailey Kautzman, the catcher, Josie Schell at first base. The rest of the infield, Drew Kautzman, Jersey Berg, Cameron Braun, and left to right in the outfield, Kate Nowatzki, Maya Jones, and Izzy Owens. Jones and Owens put away the first 2 outs of this first inning. Now trying to retire Tyson Hertz. So we talked about that Watford City game, an 18-0 win for Bismarck. They only played the Wolves for 1 game in what could have been a doubleheader. Counted for 2 conference wins. Bree Wrangham was part of a group of 3 Bismarck pitchers that combined for a no-hitter. But that's nothing new for Bismarck High. It was their 2nd consecutively. They no-hit Turtle Mountain in the game before, and they extended their streak to 12 2/3 of no-hit innings, and they've continued that here into this game. It's up to 13 1/3 no-hit innings for the Bismarck pitching staff. Who can be the one to break it for the Sentinels? Hurt swings through, strike 3. And it is a 1-2-3 inning for Bree Wrangham in the first. Bismarck High looking to tack on some more as we head to the second on the PSP Network.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
This broadcast of high school softball on the PSP Network is brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. For 50 years, Ryan has been a trusted name for car buyers in western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com. Visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Second inning on the way here on the PSP Network. Bismarck High already with a 3-0 lead over Minot North. It's 9-1 and 2 due up for the Demons here in the second. Izzy Owens has a 1-0 count from Kinsey Wellstad. Here comes the second pitch of the inning. The Sentinels' right-handed pitcher. Ball 2. Drew Kautzman's on deck, and Jersey Berg will bat third here in the second inning. Bismarck already struck for 3 runs on 5 hits in the opening frame. 2-0 swinging. Pop fly. Deep center field. Going back on it all the way until making the catch was Kate Coleman. Well, it was all with 1 out for Bismarck, scoring 3 runs in that first inning. And here the leadoff batter retired once again by Wellstad in the Sentinel defense. But the top of the order is back up for the Demons. It spells trouble. Liner off the glove of Kelly. Still able to make the throw in time for the out. Way to stick with it. Avon Kelly dropped the line drive. It went off the glove, but able to pick it up and make a very close throw to first base, retiring Kautzman by maybe a half a step. Wellstad looking to get out of a very quick inning here in the second with 2 outs recorded on 4 pitches. First pitch to Jersey Berg is ball 1. Berg got the Demons started at the plate in the first inning with a 1-out double to left center field. She was brought around to score on the very next at bat by Bree Wrangham. 2-0 count. Again going to left center field. A little more power in it, and that's a home run for Jersey Berg. Home run number 6 on the season for the senior. Around them all, Jersey Berg. It's 4-0. Well, the last hit back in the first inning was about the same spot, just dropped in front of the fence on the warning track, but this one, Coleman gave it as much chase as she could all the way to that center field fence, but it dropped well over those bleachers out there in left center field. A 4-0 lead now for Bismarck. What can Bree Wrangham do to keep this inning alive? Watch ball 1, high and away. Twelfth home run as a team for Bismarck this year. Berg has half of them. Called strike 1. Now Wrangham hits one in the air. Coming in is Coleman. Is she able to reach it? No. Called off Hertz. Maybe had the closer play, but with Coleman coming in, better read on the softball, but it does drop in shallow center field for a 2-out hit for Bree Wrangham.
Now batting number 8, Cameron Braun.
Cameron Braun off the end of the bat. It's going to drop, and there's going to be no throw. Well, Wrangham's single went high up into the sky and just fell in no man's land in shallow center field. That one off the end of Braun's bat, able to find somewhere to land in the infield. And with the speed to first base, there was no throw to even contest that infield hit for Cameron Braun. First pitch swinging, Bailey Kautzman this time. Might be extra bases. She's going to stay at first, but bring in 1 run as Wrangham goes from second to home and Braun from first to third. There's runners on the corners with 2 outs. 2-out rally coming together here for Bismarck. in the middle of that order again.
Maya Jones.
First offering to Maya Jones, second time facing her for Wellstad. 3 pitches in a row. Bismarck's put in play. This one underneath the glove of Hertz. There's a play at third base. It was a nice throw and a nice tag by Kelly. And that'll be the third out of the inning. The Sentinels get out of there, count the run. It's 6-0. Bismarck High extends their lead. They doubled their lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Sentinels, even bigger hole to get out of in the second inning.
It's Tundra Month at Cedric Thiel Toyota. With more than 30 new Tundras to choose from, starting under $50,000, there's a Tundra to fit every lifestyle. Built in Texas and sold right here in Bismarck, North Dakota, the Tundra is more than just a truck. It's an experience. Step inside to discover comfort and cutting-edge technology with the very best safety features. From the rugged SR5 to the luxurious Capstone, there is a Tundra for every adventure. Just off I-94's exit 161 in Bismarck, Cedric Thiel Toyota. Let's go places.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Pregame comes out for a second inning of work inside the circle, now with a 6-0 lead. This broadcast also brought to you by Minot State University. The best way to predict your future is to create it. With over 100 areas of study at Minot State, you'll earn the degree for the career you desire. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. That's Minot State University. Well, the Beavers kicked off their play in the NSIC tournament earlier today. I saw in another game there was a perfect game in the NSIC softball championship. I forget which team or which player it was, but there was a perfect game in the first round of the NSIC softball tournament down there in South Dakota. Bree Rangan was perfect in the first inning, retiring the first 3 batters. She's now facing Katie Shipman, Avon Kelly, and Elise McCann in the second. High for ball 1, evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Katie Shipman, .509 batting average through 53 at-bats. She's driven in 27 and scored 24. She's really been the power hitter the Sentinels needed in the cleanup spot. Now trying to lead things off in the second inning. Very close on the foul line there in right field, but it will be a foul ball, long strike 2. Now Rangan ahead in the count. Well, Jersey Berger with the home run in the top of the second inning. She's now hit 6 of the Demons' 12 team home runs. Shipman has 4 of the Sentinels' 8 on the season. Rangan working out of the zone. Count of 2-2. Trying to get Shipman to chase. Won't do that, and the count's full. Drew Countsman over at second base playing really far to the pull side. That one misses again outside. Rangan couldn't find her spot at the end of that at bat. That'll be a walk to Katie Shipman, putting the first base runner on for the Sentinels and bringing Avon Kelly to the plate. She's been busy defensively. Recording 2 putouts so far in the game. Looking to bunt, pulls back, but it is a called strike. Shipman takes off for second base, and that'll be a steal. Kelly pulled back the bunt for strike 1. Now Bismarck's defense ready if she shows bunt again. Won't. Ready to swing. Foul ball coming our way. That'll be foul. That stolen base brings Minot North season total up to 93. They run the base as well when they get on. Too far inside on the payoff pitch. Counts 1-2. Avon Kelly looking to get Minot North on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It would be much needed at this point. Already trailing by 6. Ground ball left side of the infield. Backhand play made by Berg. There's the throw. It's off the mark at first. Shipman going to advance to third base. Kelly will reach on the throwing error. And there's runners on the corners for Elise McCann to try and bring home that first run.
The catcher, number 14, Elise McCann.
Shipman with the smart base running there at second base, waited for the throw, and even if it wasn't an error that put Kelly on base, Shipman was going to be on third base. There goes Kelly with the steal. Throw down, it goes off the glove of Berg, and that's going to allow Shipman to score. And there is the first run of the game for the Sentinels on the BNC National Bank scoreboard with locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit them online at bnc.bank. It's 6-1. Bismarck still with a 5-run lead. And still at the plate is Elise McCann. Swings through strike one, counts even, with Avon Kelly on second base. That's season stolen base number 12 for the sophomore. 1-1 pitch. Heading towards foul territory and well out of play. Wrangham looking for strikeout number 2. She had Shipman in a 2-strike count, but lost her. Similar situation here now, pitching to Elise McCann. Ground ball foul. McCann 10 RBIs to match her 10 runs scored. Four extra base hits for the freshman catcher. Might just need a hit to somewhere in the outfield to score Kelly. Inside, ball 2. Aubrey Broughton, the designated hitter, waiting her turn in the on-deck circle. With nobody out in the bottom of the second inning, Minot North already with 1 run. Off the end of the bat as McCann was ahead of it. Stays alive against Wrangham. Wrangham this season up to 27 strikeouts after finishing out the first inning with a swinging strike 3 to 8 walks. That's almost 3.5 strikeouts to every walk she's thrown, which is a number we've been looking at a lot this year. Seems to be kind of the separator between teams. Strikeout to walk ratio. We've seen Minot High really perfect that with especially their relief pitching coming in and shutting the door on teams. Specifically in the last game we saw Minot High against Jamestown. That'll be ball 4, and mentioned earlier Wrangham lost Shipman ahead in the count 1-2. This time throws 3 in a row to McCann that missed the zone except for that foul ball. Puts McCann on base. 2 on and nobody yet retired for Aubrey Broughton. Broughton with the swing and miss. Foul ball. Another 2-strike count. Can Wrangham win this one? Wrangham comes set with the windup. 0-2 pitch, swing and miss, strike 3, second K of the day for Bree Wrangham. That is the first out of the second inning. Sentinels still looking for more, though, with Maya Bagwell up next. Bagwell's been good at getting on base 7 games in a row where she's reached. That'll be a good time to extend it. Playable. Foul territory right along the fence. Weren't sure who's going to catch that. Bailey Kautzman made the best effort, but was unable to corral it. That'll be strike 1. Bagwell stays in the box. Bagwell kind of an every other game starter for Minot North, getting the game 1 nod here against Bismarck. Playing defensively in right field. There's a line drive to left field. That one's got some carry, and it's going to get down on the warning track. 1 runs in, and that'll be a double, extending that on-base streak for Maya Bagwell to 8. Brings in RBI number 11 for the freshman and makes this a 6-2 game. On the bottom of the order, doing the work for Minot North in the comeback effort here early in game 1. Into the bottom spot in the lineup at Miley Ackerman. 2 in scoring position for the Sentinels left fielder. 1-0 on the way. Ground ball to Berg. Run's going to come in. Throw this time is on the mark. That'll retire Ackerman for the second now, but it is an RBI. A productive out for Ackerman, bringing up the top of the order.
The leadoff hitter, number 4.
We've got a new score on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's 6-3, still in favor of Bismarck. Scored 3 in each of the first 2 innings. Minot North has a 3 spot here in the bottom of the second. In the third, Bismarck will send up Shell, Nowatzki, and Owens, the bottom third of the order, against Kinsey Wellstad, who bats right now. Swing and miss for strike 1. Wellstad over 1 with a fly out to center field to lead off the home half the first. This time makes contact. Pop fly behind second base. Berg reaches out and catches it. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning. The Sentinels respond with 3 runs in the bottom of the second. Cut the deficit in half. Bismarck, their offense is still working well.
Banking is some of the most important things in your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things to help make our communities better.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess, and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
After allowing 3 runs in the bottom of the second inning, it's Bismarck who needs to rally to keep that lead as big as it was, as they surrendered what was a 6-run lead. It's now down to 3. As we expected, high scoring early on. As we head to the top of the 3rd inning, Josie Shell is the leadoff batter for Bismarck, followed by Kate Nowatzki and Izzy Owens. And then the top of the order should we get there. In the air, right center field. Who's got it? It's going to be Coleman with the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 3rd inning for Kinsey Wellstad,
Now batting number 10.
who's allowed 6 runs on 9 hits through 2 1/3 innings. Every at bat seen a ball put in play. Swing and miss by Nowatzki. That'll be strike 1. Sentinels defense came up big to end the 2nd inning with a ground ball into left field. Threw out the advancing runner, Kautzman, at 3rd base. The 6th run of the game did score for the Demons on that play, but limited them to just 3 runs in the inning. With the play from Ackerman to Kelly to get the out. Counts now 2-1 to Nowatzki. Nowatzki watches ball 3. Wellstead, who hasn't walked a batter yet, got to find the zone here. Line drive over the head of Stellar Mortensen into right field. That'll be a single for Nowatzki. She's now 1 for 2. And again, Bismarck, they have not gotten the leadoff batter on base, but after getting one out, they've been able to put a number of runners on the base pass. They got 6 in a row in the first inning, and of course 5 in the second. Mortensen underneath it, basket catch at second base. Izzy Owens pops out to second.
Now batting number 9, Drew Kautzman.
Kautzman's 0 for 2. Runner goes. Nice throw there from McCann. Hertz missed the ball, trying to tag Nowatzki a little bit too early. Nowatzki moves into scoring position with 2 outs. And Kautzman 0 for 2. Looking for that hit. It'll be the 10th of the game for Bismarck. Drifting foul, and not able to catch up to it was Miley Ackerman. Hertz ran a mile to get over there as well. Kautzman still alive. It's 1-1. Wellstad delivers and watches another ball go into foul territory there on the third base side. Gets the ball back and ready for the 2-strike offering. Looking for a shutout inning. Wellstad winds up, comes home, ball in the dirt. Off goes Nowatzki to third base. She's going to get there. Seventh run stands 60 feet away from scoring. Kautzman swings, ground ball to third. Kelly steps and throws across for the third out. That is a scoreless inning for Kinsey Wellstad and the Minot North Sentinels. They've got still some ground to make up, but the offense is working better than it was at the first.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
This week on the PSP Network continues for Friday night high school soccer starting at 7:30 with a 7:15 Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Minot High Jets host Mandan. Line drive and a hit for Kate Coleman to lead off the third. She's still running. Play at second base. Coleman slides in safely. Leadoff double in the third for Coleman, who's now 1 for 2.
The shortstop, number 3, Tyson Hertz.
Back to high school soccer. Minot picked up a big win over Williston in their last time out, 13-0 over the Coyotes to extend their first place lead over the West Region. They try and add to it against the Braves of Mandan tomorrow night on the PSP Network. Hertz 0 for 1 with a strikeout as a 1-0 count from Bree Wrangham. Trying to bring in Coleman, who led off the inning with a double. Minot North was able to bring across 3 in the bottom of the second inning. That's just 1 hit. That was Bagwell's double. Other than that, 2 walks and an error. Wade inside. Hertz jumps out of the way. Three balls and 1 strike to the Sentinel shortstop. Swings and misses. Count full. Get some coaching points from Roger Coleman there at third base. Ready to hit 3-2. Watches ball 4. Hertz will take her free base. That's the 3rd walk issued by Wrangham in this game. We mentioned it a couple innings ago how the strikeout to walk ratio is looking really good for Wrangham, up to 11 walks now on the season. She came in today with 8, has issued 3 through 2+ innings. Now the left-handed hitting Katie Shipman. She'll watch ball 1, sliding over to block. It was Bailey Kautzman trying to keep the runners where they are for the Sentinels. Again missing outside. Nine pitches in the inning, just 3 for strikes. Wrangham working outside of the zone to Shipman. Shipman walked and scored. Led off that second inning with a base on balls. And now loads the bases here. 4th walk for Wrangham. Now a circle visit coming from the Demons head coach, Billy Schmidt. Bismarck, again, their recent results against Turtle Mountain and Watford City, 3 wins. They count for 4 in the standings. It's their second 4-game winning streak of the year. The other winning streak was in some non-conference play. They beat Mandan, followed by a sweep of Devils Lake and a Game 1 victory on the road against Century. They'll play the Patriots again later on this season on May 14th, but other than that, they're taking on the top 3 teams in the region the rest of the way. Minot, they'll host the Jets on May 7th, followed by a trip out to Jamestown in the regular season finale for Bismarck's against Dickinson, who was previously ranked number 1 in the state. Currently flip-flopping with Minot for that pole position in Class A. Bases loaded for Avon Kelly. Strike 1 called. Kelly, 13 runs batted in, batting .395 this year. Reached on an error in the second inning. That'll miss, ball 1. One from Wrangham to Avon Kelly on the way. Watches ball 2 again, just high at the letters. It's been a double and 2 walks given up in this inning to the first 3 batters. Let's load the bases. No runs yet have come in for Minot North. Foul ball over the right field bleachers and over towards the parking lot. Wrangham's got the count back to 2-2. Bottom of the 3rd inning on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Bismarck 6, Minot North 3, tying runs at first base. Swing and miss, strike 3. Big strikeout there for Bree Wrangham. She's found the control again. Her 3rd strikeout this afternoon. So that's just the first out in the inning for Bismarck. They got to put 2 more together, trying to preserve the shutout here in the third. Elise McCann, short pop fly. Drew Kautzman with the catch. So now the Sentinels down to their last out of the third. Again with the tying run standing on first base. You need at least 1 run. You'd like to have 2. Broughton's ahead of it. Ranga maybe understanding the timing issue there on the first pitch. Will she go off speed again? No, tries to get it past the barrel this time of Broughton. It is a foul ball, but it does count for strike 2. And now Bree Rangam is 1 strike away from a scoreless third. Rangam comes home. That's a line drive to Kautzman at second base. And she tracks it into the glove. How about that inning for Bree Rangam? Gave up a leadoff double followed by 2 walks, but found the control and found the confidence in the very end and keeps the Sentinels off the scoreboard in the third. We've played 3 from the Shields complex. It's Demons 6, Sentinels 3.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Fourth inning on the way here on the PSP Network. It's time to remind you that we've got the Magic Towing Intermission Report coming up after Game 1. Remember their phone number 701-509-4011. With no job too big or too small for Magic Towing, they serve Western North Dakota. Once again, that phone number 701-509-4011. We'll take a look at the first game stats and storylines, as well as a look ahead for game number 2 as part of our Magic Towing Intermission Report. We're halfway there. Jersey Berg at the plate, leading off the 4th inning. She's 2 for 2 with a double and a home run. Called strike from Wellstad. Where do you even pitch it to Jersey Berg, who's batting over 614 games into the year? Goes low, out of the zone, it's 2-1. She's also not one to chase pitches outside of the strike zone because she has not struck out this season. Fly ball to left field, close to the foul line. That's going to drop. Fair. And another extra base hit for Berg. Hertz maybe had the best read on it, at least she had the best positioning to try and catch that fly ball. You also had Ackerman on her way in from left field. But it's going to drop on the fair side of the foul line, and Jersey Berg's 3 for 3 with 8 total bases. Ground ball is short. Hertz has a tough time picking it up. And Rangam's going to reach. Berg and Rangam have reached base all 3 times. Cameron Braun looking to do the same. 2 for 2 with 2 singles and 2 runs scored. Well, after retiring the leadoff hitter in the first 3 innings, Wellstad has allowed the first 2 to reach here in the 4th. That one is going to get down in right field. Played on a hop by Bagwell. The runners had to make sure that one was going to fall. That's why they're only going to advance 1 base. Braun was thinking a double there, but Berg was slow getting to third, Wrangham to second. Bases loaded for Bailey Kautzman. First offering to Kautzman is a ball. Twelfth hit of the game for Bismarck there on that single to right field for Cameron Braun. Doing the same is Bailey Kautzman. That'll be 2 RBIs and an 8-3 lead. Batters 2, 3, 4, and 5 for Bismarck have not been retired.
Now batting number 5, Maya Jones.
Maya Jones hasn't either. She's 1 for 2, a single and reached on an error. Also drove in a run in the first inning. Kautzman will steal second without a throw. 2 in scoring position here for Jones. Already 2 runs across for the Demons in the top of the 4th inning. Sentinels yet to record an out. Wellstad's 1-0. Hit to right field as well. Bagwell unable to reach it. Jones heading for second base, slides in just ahead of the throw, and that throw into second base is going to allow Kautzman to round third and score. That's 2 more RBIs for Maya Jones, bringing her game total to 3. Her second hit of the game. She'll stop at second base. It's 10-3 Bismarck.
Now batting number 18, Josie Shell.
Grounder to third. Kelly. She's got Jones in a rundown now. Kelly got too far off of second base with her lead, and Hertz dropped it. That will allow Jones to get back safely to second base. And Josie Shell will reach on the infield single, or the fielder's choice. Brings up Kate Nowatzki, and that's just a tough one there for Minot North. You had an out right there in front of you. Again, that would have been the first out of the inning. But Jones is able to get back to where she started at second base. Nowatzki spun around on the swing and miss. It's a double steal put in play by Bismarck. Jones takes third, Shell up to second base. Nowatzki did reach base on a single in the last inning. Slow roller to Kelly at third. Again, Jones gets a big lead and draws the attention of Kelly for too long. Nowatzki will reach on the infield single. Maya Jones on the base pass has been confusing for Minot North. And now Coach Coleman going to talk to his infield with the bases loaded and still nobody out. But how about Maya Jones making base running easy and infield singles easy for her teammates as well. Got a 2 RBI double, and even then the base running was good as she took off for second base, maybe when some wouldn't. And that throw into second base allowed Kautzman to round third and score. When it looked like Kautzman might have put the brakes on at third base, and that cutoff throw gone all the way home. Then the very next batter, Josie Shell, ground ball to third. Jones got in a bad spot really, but it was a positive as she was able to get back to second base. Shell reaches on the fielder's choice. Then Nowatzki, the slow roller to third. Jones gets in the head of Kelly again, just off of third base. Realizes she's not going to run. And the throw too slow across the diamond. Izzy Owens with the bases loaded and nobody out. Swings through, strike 2. Infield up for Minot North, trying to cut down that run at home plate. Outfield still deep. Foul ball. Owens will come back to the box. Izzy Owens, the freshman, getting the start in right field. .320 batting average with 5 runs batted in. Has runners on every base here. Second time for the 0-2 from Wellstad. Ground ball through the hole on the left side. Izzy Owens has RBIs number 6 and 7 as Josie Shell and Maya Jones both come across to score. It's a 6-run inning for Bismarck, still without anybody retired. Nowatzki stops at second base. 2 more runs come across with Drew Kautzman. Even Kelly's had a magnet in her glove with Kautzman at the plate. 3 groundouts to the Minot North third baseman. Kautzman, the only player in the Minot North batting order to not reach base. Sorry, the Bismarck batting order. That'll find the turf in right center field. Running around third base is Nowatzki. Throw home is cut off. Demons lead by 10. On the BNC National Bank scoreboard, your life is busy. They'll make managing your money easy with locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. And also find them online at bnc.bank. RBI double for Drew Kautzman. Brings in Nowatzki from second base. Owens takes third. 2 in scoring position now for Jersey Berg, who started out this inning with a double, her second of the game. Batted around without anybody getting out for Bismarck High. In the turf, ball 1. Berg 10 for her last 13 at the plate with 10 runs scored. Another fly ball to left field. It will stay in the park and be caught. Kate Coleman underneath it out in left field. It's deep enough to tag for Izzy Owens. She will score. It's a sac fly for Berg, so her perfect day at the plate stays as Berg remains 3 for 3. It's a productive out.
Now batting number 2, Bree Random.
The first out of the inning comes on the 10th batter faced. Here's Bree Rangam now. Got a pause there. They say that Owens did tag up at the right time, didn't leave early. Also mentioned Kautzman advanced to third base. 14-3 lead for Bismarck. Still not sure. And we've got the signal to play again. Pitch inside to Rangam. It's ball 1. Bree Rangam, 2 for 3. A RBI triple in the first. Singled and reached on an error. She scored all 3 times. Foul ball toward the Sentinels dugout. Minot North already about to close out conference play. Their season still far from over. And Rangam here with the base hit past the diving Coleman. That's going to bring in Kautzman. How far will Rangam run? She will stop at third with her second triple and another RBI for the pitcher. Already 9 runs scored in this 4th inning for Bismarck. 1 out on the board, and Cameron Braun at the plate.
Now batting number 8, Cameron Braun.
First pitch to Braun in her 4th plate appearance. Ground ball to third. Kelly checks the runner, throws to first. Here comes the throw to home. It's a double play for the Sentinels. Well, that's a way to get out of the inning, but not before Bismarck strikes for 9 runs, and they've blown this one open. It's a 12-run lead for the Demons on the BNC National Bank scoreboard when we return on the PSP Network.
The trick to throwing well is knowing where you want the ball to go. Like how the local bankers at First Western Bank and Trust take the time to learn about you and recommend the banking services like online banking or personal loans that keep your goals on target.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. As a factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal, there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains. Find them online at northern-plains.com. Well, in our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game, we said Minot North made early offense to keep up with Bismarck. They got that with 3 runs in the bottom of the second to cut it to a 3-run deficit, but after Bismarck struck for 9 in the top of the 4th, they're going to need some mid-game offense as well to try and come back from now a 12-run deficit as we speak. Starting the bottom of the 4th inning, Maya Bagwell did double and bring in a couple of those runs in the 2nd inning for Minot North. So this is a productive part of the lineup for the Sentinels. Bagwell, like we said, improved her on-base streak to 8 games already with that double in her first plate appearance. Wild pitch there from Bree Wrangham. And again, missing upstairs, it's 2-0 to Bagwell. Low this time, missing at every part of the plate, or the strike zone, is Wrangham. Early in the bottom of the 3rd, Wrangham was, again, working outside the zone, had back-to-back walks to Hertz and Shipman. Those loaded the bases after the leadoff double by Kate Coleman, but was able to recover, used some of the help of her defense, started out with a strikeout the first out of the inning, and then got the pop out to second base and the line drive to Drew Kautzman as well. This went over the head of Kautzman into right field, but into the glove of Izzy Owens, and that is the first out of the 4th inning.
Now batting the left fielder, number 1, Miley Ackerman.
Miley Ackerman grounded out to short. Her first and only plate appearance so far, coming up for the 2nd time, facing Wrangham with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ground ball off the glove of Berg. That might still be a single here for Ackerman. A diving play by the Bismarck shortstop. 1 out hit for Ackerman brings up the top of the order for Minot North. And Kinsey Wellstad 0 for 2.
Hitter, number 4, Kinsey Wellstad.
Called strike 1 on the first pitch to the Sentinels pitcher. Also today in WDA softball, we've got a full schedule. Legacy's at Dickinson, Turtle Mountain at Century, Bismarck Legacy at Dickinson. I already said that one. Sorry, doubleheader. Watford City won't be playing today. Williston faces Bismarck tomorrow. Strike 2 to Wellstad. This one won't make it out of the infield. Kautzman has the catch. 2 retired in the 4th inning for Wrangham. The run rule is in effect, so should Wrangham keep Minot North off the board, they could end this one in 5. Bismarck hasn't played too many 7-inning games recently. Their last one was a 6-8 loss at the hands of the Legacy Sabres after winning game 1 14-3. Say that no hit streak for Bismarck comes to a close at 14 consecutive innings. Slow roller to second base. Kautzman comes up and has to make a quick throw to first base. It's in time to retire the batter. Bismarck lets a runner get on base, but advance, or not able to advance. 5th inning on the way on the PSP Network. Bismarck leads 15-3.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
At NCC, Northwest North Dakota is our backyard. The individuals and businesses who rely on NCC's services aren't just our customers. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That's why we're committed to providing the high-quality internet, video, phone, and security systems you need to stay connected with the friendly, local service you deserve. NCC, making connections in Northwest North Dakota.
For the 10th time in 15 games, Bismarck has scored 10 or more runs. They've still got time to add to it as we head to the 5th inning on the PSP Network. It'll be Bailey Kautzman, Maya Jones, and Josie Schell due up for Bismarck at the top of the 5th inning. Thank you for joining us today. This broadcast of high school softball on the PSP Network is brought to you by ServPro, with 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It is ServPro. First pitch of the inning is a ball to Bailey Kautzman. And ball 2. Kautzman at the plate. 3 singles and 3 at-bats. Tap foul behind home plate. Puts the first strike up on the board for Kinsey Wellstad. She's pitched 4 innings. 15 runs have come across on a lot of Bismarck hits. Kind of the opposite of how Bismarck put up 18 runs against Watford City in their last game. Just 7 hits. All the Demons got. They were walked 17 times in that game. Again, opposite here. They've been able to score 15, but they've only been walked. No walks. Wellstad hasn't given a free base. Full count here. Don't want to jinx it. Ground ball to third. Kelly, backhanded play and the throw. That's out number 1 in the top of the 5th. Kautzman's perfect day at the plate is over. He's now 3 for 4.
Now batting number 5, Maya Jones.
Maya Jones has reached base every time. And will now for a 4th. Her second base hit of the game, also had a double. He scored once and starts out the 5th with 1 out. Brings up Josie Schell.
Now batting number 18, Josie Schell.
Maya Jones had a .390 batting average ahead of today's game. Might be at that 400 mark or just over. Again, 5 players for Bismarck High with a 400 or better batting average, headlined by Berg at over 600 and Wrangham 550. That's a stolen base for Jones and a 1-0 count to Josie Schell. Middle of the infield wide open. Instead, pulls it down the third base line, but well foul. Still got game 2 coming up next between these 2 squads. In between of the Magic Towing Intermission Report. And following game 2, the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Stick around for that. Hand out some awards, the Sport Clips MVP and the Jobbers Move of the game. Foul ball from Schell. Schell's reached base twice, but it's 0 for 3. Reached on 2 fielders' choices so far. Now trying to bring in Jones from second base. Jones got a running start. Waved around from third as that one got underneath the glove of Kelly. Oh, now stuck in between first and second is Schell. But she's going to be able to get back to first base without a throw. Mortensen was looking at home plate, but Jones was already clear with the run scored.
Now batting number 10, Kate Nowatzki.
So Schell brings in the 16th run for Bismarck. Kate Nowatzki, first pitch she sees, sends it back to the backstop and foul for strike 1. Nowatzki followed by Owens, and then it's the top of the order, which could come up for a 5th time. Unless the Sentinels can retire these next two batters in order. Pitch from Wellstad. Swung out and missed by Nowitzki. See a lot of swing and miss from the bottom of the Bismarck order, but once they've made contact, it's been positive. Now it'll be strike three. First K of the day for Wellstad. Is the second out of the fifth. Izzy Owens is up next. Owens looks at ball one. Off the end of the bat, slow roller on the right side. Mortensen flips to first base, and somehow hanging on to that ball was Katie Shipman. I don't know if that was a barehanded catch or what, but it will count. She's saying she caught it with a bare hand, so we'll give her credit for that. But that is out number three. Bismarck extends the lead to 16-3. They just need to keep the Sentinels off the board in the bottom of the fifth, and they've got win number 12.
Breathe in.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There are some things in life we can't control. But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
What is performance? It's strategy, conditioning, precision, anticipating the unexpected, and executing. For some, it may be just a game, but in this field, there is no playing around. You need to give it your all. You need to give it the max. Ag Vision Max by Farmer's Choice. An all-in-one playbook for growers developed by agronomists specific to your goals. It's a precise guide to maximize your field's performance. Ag Vision Max.
We've got a Serve Pro pitching change for Bismarck High with 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. The new pitcher in for Bismarck is Maya Jones, making her fourth appearance this year. She's thrown 9 innings of one-hit softball, allowing 2 runs, 11 strikeouts to 2 walks. For Jones, replaces Wrangham inside the circle. Bree Wrangham goes to center field. Wrangham's final line today. We'll get to that in just a second, but after running into a couple control issues in the middle innings, was able to find her way out of those jams, just allowing runs in the second inning, giving up 3 in that frame. But 4 innings for Wrangham. She allowed 2 hits, 3 runs with 3 strikeouts, but 4 walks. Foul ball off the bat of Tyson Hertz. Strike 1. Again, Jones, a new pitcher for Bismarck. They have quite a bit of a cushion here with the run rule in effect in the bottom of the 5th inning. Can only allow 3 runs. Hertz swings and misses. Payoff pitch, that's strike 3. 12th of the season for Maya Jones, her first of this game. Second time Hertz has been retired via the strikeout.
Number 5, Katie Shipman.
Katie Shipman has been walked twice. And now a long drive to center field. Right on the warning track is Wrangham. Hauls in out number 2. Shipman thought it had a chance. She'll return to the dugout, and the Sentinels are down to their final out.
The third baseman, number 8, Evan Kelly.
It'll be on Avon Kelly to keep this game going. And bring up Elise McCann, who's on deck. Strike 1 for Maya Jones, looking to close it out in the 5th inning. Missing way up high, 1-1. Jones was a part of the combined no-hitter against Turtle Mountain, along with Josie Schell. Again, she's thrown 9 2/3 innings this year, giving up 1 hit. One strike away. Jones pitching to Avon Kelly. The payoff pitch. Strike 3 swinging. Bismarck improves to 12-3 on the season, 7-2 in conference play with 1 game still to go here from the Shields Complex. Before we get there, we'll have the Magic Towing intermission report. Your final score, Bismarck 16, Minot North 3. We'll have more after this commercial break.
It's iKeating Furniture World's 90th anniversary sale. Now's the time to celebrate, update, and redecorate. From furniture for every room to flooring that brings it all together, you'll find incredible anniversary savings on just what you want, just what you need. Step up to better sleep on a Sealy, Stearns & Foster, or Tempur-Pedic mattress, all comfortably priced. Plus, no interest for 5 years. Don't miss this one, the 90th anniversary sale. Going on now at iKeating Furniture World.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Name it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold. Trusted for decades and decades to come.
There's no job too big or too small for Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. Remember their phone number is 701-509-4011 whenever you need a tow. That's Magic Towing, bringing you the Magic Towing intermission report after game number 1. Bismarck gets the win in 5 innings, 16-3 over Minot North. Here is how it happened. Top of the first inning, well, leadoff batter was retired, but after that, Bismarck got the offense rolling with 3 runs on 5 hits. Didn't stop there. They got a few more batters on base, but the runs would end at 3 against Kinsey Wellstad. Bring it to the top of the second inning, and the offense was back in business for Bismarck with a 2-out home run for Jersey Berg to center field, her 6th of the season. And then after that, Wrangham, Braun, and Kautzman all with singles. That would bring up in a couple more runs for Bismarck High. They'd have a 6-0 lead at that point, but it was time for the Sentinels to get on the sticks against Bismarck starting pitcher Bree Wrangham. After some walks and an error in the field, it was Maya Bagwell that would drive in a couple of the runs for Minot North there in the second inning to cut the deficit in half, make it 6-3. But then, after scoreless third innings for both pitchers, the fourth inning was all Bismarck once again. They batted around it and then some, with Jersey Berg getting a double to lead off the inning. Bree Wrangham followed that up by reaching on an error, then a hit by Braun, Kautzman, and Jones. Fielder's choice by Josie Schell. Kate Nowatzki got a base hit. Izzy Owens with a single. Drew Kautzman got her first hit of the game there, all without Minot North recording an out. The Demons would strike for 9 runs, and that put the run rule into effect already in the 4th inning. Bree Wrangham, her final inning of work was the 4th, would shut out the Sentinels once again. Her final line today: 4 innings pitched, 3 runs on 2 hits. She would strike out 3 Sentinel batters. She did walk 4. That was the one knock on her pitching performance today. The trouble there in the 2nd inning, giving up 3 runs, but other than that, a pretty spotless performance for Bree Wrangham. The top of the 5th inning, Bismarck added 1 more insurance run to boost the lead to 13 against Kinsey Wellstead, who went full 5 innings, giving up 16 runs on 19 hits, struck out 1 batter, but did walk 0 in her performance today. In the bottom of the 5th inning, Bismarck would bring in relief pitcher Maya Jones, and she would record 3 outs consecutively with 2 strikeouts, ending the game with a strike 3 swinging to Avon Kelly. In the end, your final score from game number 1 in 5 innings: Bismarck 16, Minot North 3. The Demons go for 16 runs on 19 hits, commit 1 error in the field. The Sentinels 3 runs and 2 hits with 2 errors behind their starting pitcher, Kinsey Wellstead. All right, let's hand out some awards for game number 1. The Sport Clips MVP. Sport Clips brings you the MVP of this matchup. They're the home to the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. Check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com, or you can use their app. That's Sport Clips. The MVP of game number 1, well, maybe it was the pitching for Bismarck High. That was pretty good, except for the 2nd inning. They did get out of a couple jams there later in the 3rd to follow suit. Jerseyburg, though, 3 for 3 with 3 extra base hits, 2 doubles, and a home run. That was a pretty impressive performance. She didn't drive in all that many runs, just the 1 RBI on her solo home run. But I think when you have 8 total bases, also did have an RBI on the sac fly, so 2 RBIs on the day, but 8 total bases for Berg. She kickstarted the Demons' offense in the 1st inning as well as the 2nd inning and led off the 4th as well. She was the leader for Bismarck High's offensive onslaught this afternoon against Minot North. Jerseyburg, your Sport Clips MVP for game number 1, 3 for 3 at the plate with 2 doubles, a home run, and a sac fly, 2 RBIs, and 8 total bases for the Bismarck shortstop. As for the Jobbers' move of the game, well, Maya Jones got creative on the base pass. They weren't very flashy highlights, but she also did pitch that scoreless 5th inning, so maybe if you want to give that the play of the game. Maya Jones coming in and closing the door on Minot North, even though she had quite a comfortable lead when she came in, but her pitching performance is good, as well as her base running ability. Stole a couple bases out there, but also did go 3 for 4 at the plate with 3 base hits and 2 runs scored. But Maya Jones base running there in the 4th inning, it was advanced to second base. That was able to bring in a run by causing the throw, and then got her teammate on base with the infield single, and then kept Minot North on their toes, trying to get at least somebody out by forcing another close play at first base that Izzy Owens would run out for an infield single and eventually would come around to score. That's going to be your Jobbers' move of the game for game number 1 here from the Shields Complex. Well, that does it for this first game of the day. Again, your final score: Bismarck High 16, Minot North 3. We've got game 2 coming up next after this quick break. Well, while we're at it, let's take a look at our upcoming schedule as well on the PSP Network before we head to that commercial break and in between games. Tomorrow, one final broadcast this week on the PSP Network. It's high school soccer with Minot High School hosting Mandan. Kickoff. Got baseball and soccer mixed up there. Kickoff's scheduled for 7:30 from Dwayne Carlson Stadium. On the PSP Network, we'll have the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show starting at 7:15. Again, that's Mandan at Minot, a big-time match in WDA girls soccer. That's coming up tomorrow evening on the PSP Network. All right, that does it for our Magic Towing Intermission Report. We'll be back in just a few minutes for game number 2 between Bismarck High and Minot North on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from? I was in football, just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
About to get game 2 started here from the Shields Complex in Minot. Bismarck coming off a 16-3 win in 5 innings in game number 1. Looking to extend their winning streak up to 6 with a sweep here of the homestanding Minot North Sentinels, who will throw Tyson Hertz in game number 2. She'll face a Bismarck lineup that looks like this: Drew Kautzman, Jersey Berg, and Bree Wrangham at the top. Here's ball 1 in game 2 is underway. Cameron Braun, Bailey Kautzman, and Maya Jones bat 4, 5, and 6. And rounding out the Demons lineup here in game number 2, Josie Schell, Kate Watsky, and Izzy Owens. No change in the batting order for Coach Schmidt here in game number 2. Count of 1 ball and 1 strike from Hertz to Kautzman. Starting pitcher from Minot North, Tyson Hertz, a sophomore, making her 10th start of the season, 11th total appearance. Has a record of 2 wins and 6 losses in those 9 starts. There's a called strike 2 to Kautzman. An ERA at 11.67, 28 strikeouts and 61 walks for Hertz here in 2024. 2-strike pitch to Kautzman. Able to leave it up is Drew, who will get the start at second base for Bismarck when they take the field in the bottom half of the inning. I'll get you the Sentinels defense very shortly. There's a foul ball straight back to our camera angle. 2-2. Minot North in the field. Their catcher is Katie Shipman. Hertz inside the circle. The infield around the horn it is Avon Kelly at first, Cole Kataska at second. Kinsey Wellstad is the shortstop. Playing third is Maya Bagwell. She's going to grab that out of the air right there. Drew Kautzman thought that was extra bases, but Maya Bagwell able to reach out the glove and make the first out of the inning. And the outfielders for the Sentinels, not to leave them out, Miley Ackerman in left. The center fielder is Kate Coleman, and Elise McCann moves from catcher to right field. After the line out to start the game, here comes Jersey Berg, our Game 1 Sport Clips MVP, going 3 for 3 with 2 doubles and a home run. Also brought another run in on the sac fly. One of the key metrics there in determining the MVP, she started a lot of innings, whether it was a 1-out hit in the first inning, a 2-out home run in the second, or the leadoff double later on in the game. That's what really got her the award in Game 1. Now with the opportunity to do the same in Game 2 with 1 out and nobody yet on base. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike from Hertz to Berg. Berg with light contact and a foul ball. Well, the one key, if we were to rewrite the Northern Plains Indian Air keys to the game for game number 2 for Minot North, obviously they're going to still need a lot of offense here. Judging from game 1, Bismarck can score, and it's for real. There's ball 3 to the batter, but also keeping control of the pitches. We saw Kinsey Wellstad in game 1. Didn't walk a single Bismarck batter. This is a Minot North team that's had some trouble with walks throughout the year. Wellstad with 38 on the season. Hertz with 61. That's going to be the big key for her, keeping Bismarck off the base pass, at least in the walk column. This is the Demons team that put up 19 hits in game number 1. That is a line drive foul off the netting on a piece of equipment down there on the third base side. Long AB with 1 out in the top of the first. Hertz misses inside, and that'll give Jersey Berg the free base. Berg this year has been walked 13 times, again yet to strike out here in 2024. One gone for Bree Wrangham. Ground ball to third. Bagwell over to second for one, but they're not able to get that first out. He's going to get past Cole Kataska over there covering second base. They're trying to get the lead runner out, but not able to retire anybody on the error. Cameron Braun will now bat for Bismarck. Watches that one sail overhead for ball one. Braun in the batter's box, .452 batting average, 3 extra base hits, and in game one had 3 singles. One count to Braun. That one overhead again. Base runners ready for a ball behind the catcher. That's Katie Shipman getting the start behind the plate for Minot North in game 2. In there for strike 2. Hertz evens up the count. On deck for the Demons is Bailey Kautzman. In the middle of the Bismarck order, did a lot of damage in game number 1. We're talking batters 2 through 6. That's a called strike 3. Hertz with her first K of the day. There's 2 on and 2 out now for Bailey Kautzman as the Bismarck looks to put runs up in the first inning.
Now batting, the catcher, number 6, Bailey Kautzman.
There's 2 through 6 for Bismarck, finishing that thought from a second ago. Of the 19 hits that Bismarck had, they supplied 15 of them, with each of them getting 3 hits apiece in game number 1. Demons have 2 runners on base, but none of them got on with hits. It was a walk to Berg and then an error that Wrangham reached base on. Foul ball. It's so 0-2 to Kautzman. Bismarck was held scoreless just 1 time in game number 1. Hertz can try and throw a first inning shutout here, and she does with her second strikeout. Both of them backwards Ks, 1 to Braun and the second to Bailey Kautzman. Demons leave 2 runners on base in the top of the first inning. We're scoreless with the Sentinels coming up to hit.
From the 26-yard line, nearing the Serve Pro red zone are the Demons already. Handoff, Hankey dances in the hole. Now he speeds and bursts outside, accelerates to the 20, 15, 10, 2 touches, 2 touchdowns.
Carter Hankey, this time they go left, and he just does what he does so well is he read the block. It wasn't off tackle, it wasn't off the guard on the inside, and he took his time, then he bounced to the outside, got a great little kick out block, a touch block, and deep downfield for the Demons, helping him out.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
Head coach for Bismarck High, Billy Schmidt, calls on Josie Schell to start game number 2 for the Demons. Her last start, combined no-hitter against Turtle Mountain along with Maya Jones as part of the 14-0 win over the Braves. Today she'll get the start, her 6th of the season, a 5-1 record in those 6 previous starts. 31 innings pitched for the freshman right-hander for the Demons. 25 strikeouts to 21 walks at a 3.61 ERA. She'll face Minot North's batting order, led off by Kinsey Wellstad. Wellstad in the first game of our doubleheader was 0 for 3. Did put the ball in play quite a bit. Some good contact in the first inning on a fly out to center field. Now trying to find the turf instead. Will square to bunt, pull back. That's ball 1. Sentinels 1 through 9. Wellstad, Coleman, Hertz, Shipman, McCann, Haley Holte bat 6. Bagwell 7th, Miley Ackerman 8th. Cole Kataska will be batting 9th. 2-0 count to Wellstad. In the air, foul territory, and it'll drop. Izzy Owens was very close to catching that ball. Instead, Wellstad stays alive. It's 2-1. Shell's pitch, grounded right back to her, pump fake, and then the throw over to Wrangham at first base. Wellstad is retired by Shell, and there's one gone in the bottom of the first. Our keys to the game, game number 1, early offense for Minot North. We said to keep up, but pitch a shutout in the first inning, use early offense to take the lead. Make Bismarck play catch up. This is a Minot North team that's been able to put up runs this year, right around 10 runs per game coming into this weekend's action. Another ground ball back to Shell. Routine play by the pitcher. So Tyson Hertz will now try and lead things off with 2 outs in the first inning. Puts down a bunt. Right back to Shell. Could she make all 3 outs? She will. 3 ground outs to the pitcher in the bottom of the first inning. Nothing getting past that circle as Josie Shell puts away all 3 batters via the ground out in the first inning. Scoreless after 1 here for the Shields Complex.
There is no place like the country club. 18 holes of immaculate golf, along with golf simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool, and activities for the whole family. Learn more and become a member today.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
This presentation of high school softball on the PSP Network is brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage, proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. You can find them online at rogerwardmovingandStorage.com to schedule a move or to find a quote. That's Roger Ward Moving and Storage. On to the second inning. Scoreless between Bismarck High and Minot North. Maya Jones with a fly ball to right field and able to track it down after some early difficulties. There was Elise McCann. And a quick 1-pitch out for Tyson Hertz in the second. Hertz, after getting the first out in the first inning, to Kautzman on a line drive to third, walk Jersey Berg, and then Wrangham reached base on an error. But after that, 2 straight strikeouts for Tyson Hertz. He's kept pitches in the zone. Ground ball to short, 2 pitches and 2 outs in the second inning for Hertz. As Shell grounds one to the shortstop, Kinsey Wellstad. Wellstad, who was the pitcher in game 1, Hertz was at shortstop. Now they flip for game 2. Kate Nowatzki due up 8th. Bismarck lineup. Now at the plate. It won't be a 3-pitch inning for Hertz as she misses the zone. Ball 1. Also low. Ball 2. In the zone for strike 1. Now Nowatzki going to be swinging. Nowatzki was able to put the ball in play in game number 1 quite a bit. Went 2 for 4, 2 singles, 1 run scored. Also struck out once. Now swings at a pitch at eye level. Hertz looking to finish off Bismarck. 1, 2, 3 in the second. Keep the shutout intact. The payoff pitch coming up next. There's the windup. In the air, that's going to stay in. Chance for Bagwell to make the catch, but she won't. Right along the fence in front of the Sentinels dugout. Gives Nowatzki another opportunity. That'll be the 6th pitch of the at-bat between Hertz and Nowatzki. Corners up for Minot North. Whole infield playing in. This one might just drop in no man's land, but no, all the way on the edge of the infield turf, coming in from right field and making the catch. Elise McCann. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Hertz. She's retired 5 in a row. Still no runs on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair. Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here. That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Later on this week on the PSP Network, join us tomorrow night for high school soccer from Dwayne Carlson Stadium. The Manheim Jets put their unbeaten streak on the line once again against Mandan, who is the last team to get close to beating the Jets. They drew with Minot High last year. An unbeaten streak closing on 60 if it isn't there yet for Minot High. Girls soccer. Kickoff scheduled for 7:30. Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show on the PSP Network. We'll go on the air around 7:15 tomorrow night, again from Dwayne Carlson Stadium at Magic City Campus. Bottom of the second innings underway with pitcher Josie Schell for Bismarck firing back-to-back balls out of the zone to Katie Shipman. Shipman was walked twice in game number 1. Now swings and misses at the 2-0. Shell misses high. It's 3 balls and 1 strike to the batter. Shipman this season batting .509. She's reached base 63% of the time and walks for a 3rd time today. First Sentinels batter on base brings up Elise McCann as Atlanta North looks to break the tie. First pitch to McCann in this at-bat is upstairs, but it's going to allow Bailey Kautzman to get a throw down to second base. And they throw out Shipman on the stolen base attempt. Coach Coleman thinks otherwise, but Shipman, the throw was there on time. Berg applied the tag, and Shipman is off the base paths. So just when Minot North gets their first runner on, back in the dugout. A 1-1 pitch with Haley Holte on deck. That'll be ball 2. Say Minot State, we know their final result from their second game of the NSIC Softball Championship. They defeated Concordia St. Paul by a score of 5-2, a 7-seed over 2-seed upset for the Beavers. Their next game will be against the winner of Minnesota Duluth and Winona State. Also figured out the name of who threw that perfect game over there in Sioux Falls. That was Grace Glanzer of Augustana. A record perfect game in the postseason. Swing and miss, strike 2. Counts full from Shell to Elise McCann. McCann flies one foul on the first base side. The at-bat continues to bring up the 7th pitch. Now ball hit to right field. That'll stay inside the foul lines, but will be caught by Izzy Owens. 2 gone in the second. It's been an early pitcher's duel between Shell and Hertz. There's been a lot of contact made. Shell yet to strike anybody out. Hertz did get 2 strikeouts to end the first inning, but the defense making plays early on. First time we see Haley Holte at the plate. Freshman designated hitter on the year. 24 at-bats with 8 hits. That's a .333 batting average. Shell gets a swing on an inside pitch. It's hit the other way to the Minot North first base coach. Shell comes back with a 1-1 offering. Line drive back up the middle. Kautzman able to reach it. The throw is not in time. 2-out infield hit for Haley Holte. And that'll bring up Maya Bagwell. Again, that on-base streak improved to 8 games in game number 1. Now she's got to make it 9 by moving Holte around the base pass and keeping this inning going for the Sentinels. First pitch swinging in on the hands. Strike 1. Next up for Minot North, they'll be at home against Dickinson next Thursday. They'll take a trip out east for some non-conference games over the weekend against West Fargo Cheyenne and Grand Forks Central. 2 teams they've already played this year. The Mustangs came in and took doubleheader sweep of Minot North. As there's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Shell gets her first K of the day and gets out of the second inning. It remains 0-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Back at the Shields Complex after this commercial break.
It's Tundra Month at Cedric Thiel Toyota. With more than 30 new Tundras to choose from, starting under $50,000, there's a Tundra to fit every lifestyle. Built in Texas and sold right here in Bismarck, North Dakota, the Tundra is more than just a truck. It's an experience. Step inside to discover comfort and cutting-edge technology with the very best safety features. From the rugged SR5 to the luxurious Capstone, there is a Tundra for every adventure. Just off I-94 is exit 161 in Bismarck. Cedric Thiel Toyota. Let's go places.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
This broadcast of high school softball on the PSP Network is brought to you by Planet Pizza. There's no pizza like it. Try the Blue Buffalo or plain cheese at Planet Pizza tonight. Your mouth and belly will thank you. Call now 701-852-1700. Place your order. Serving the Magic City for over 25 years. That's Planet Pizza. Way ahead of the first pitch here in the third inning is Izzy Owens. 9-spot hitter leading off the inning for the Demons, followed by Drew Kautzman and Jersey Berg. Bismarck still held without a hit through 2 innings by Tyson Hertz. In the air and way out of play. Find a home on the netting right above the home plate bleachers. 2 strikes to Owens. Long drive toward left field, but well foul. Owens batting .320. She's had 2 extra base hits. 1 has left the ballpark. Hertz trying to get a chase there from Owens, who's struck out 8 times this season. Owens holds, now ready for the 1-2 again. Holding back the swing, leaving a pitch outside the zone. It's 2-2. Hertz 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Retired Jones, Shell, and Watsky in order in the second. Now missing the zone again. It's full. The count to Izzy Owens. To the leadoff batter in the inning. Owens line drive to short, caught by Wellstad. Just moved a half step over to her left and caught that one out of the air. Screamer off the bat of Izzy Owens. Brings up the top of the order and Drew Kautzman for Bismarck with 1 out in the top of the third inning of a scoreless game. One time through the order for Hertz. 0 hits allowed. Kautzman started game 1 0 for 3, but eventually reached base with a double in her 4th plate appearance. Already 0 for 1 here in game number 2. .11 hits and 54 at bats for Kautzman, senior. He's got the start at second base defensively in both games for Bismarck today. Swinging strike 1 recorded by Tyson Hertz. And the count is 2-1. Reached for it, made contact, but foul and out of play. Payoff pitch from Hertz coming up. Gets the sign from the dugout. Comes set on the rubber. The windup from the right-hander. Kautzman waited for it. And another fly ball foul. That's 3 softballs up there on the netting and your screen. Strike 3 swinging. Hertz gets her 3rd strikeout of the game through 2 2/3. And now Jersey Berg will come up next with 2 outs in the inning. Berg walked with 1 out in the first, was stranded on second base. Inside for ball 1. Hertz puts one in the zone. Berg takes a swing and fouls it to the backstop. How about that tool to get the softballs down from the netting? Very innovative. 1-1 pitch from Hertz. This is up high. Softball's flying in from the other field where JV games are happening. It's still on the field. Two balls and one strike to Jersey Berg as we return to softball. Drops in for strike two. Berg didn't have that one timed up. See what Hertz does here with a 2-strike pitch. Trying to get out of the third inning. Fouled. Berg 0 strikeouts at the plate this season through what's now been over 60 plate appearances. Won't hear as this one's sent to center field-ish. And the catch is made. Kate Coleman retires Berg. 2.5 complete from the Shields complex. Bismarck 0. Minot North 0. Sentinels coming up to bat.
Banking is some of the most important things in your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things to help make our communities better.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Just one hit in the game so far. That came from Haley Holte for Minot North in the last inning. Where she was left on first base. That's the most progress Minot North has gotten against starting pitcher Josie Shell for Bismarck. The freshman Shell back in the circle for her third inning of work, facing batters 8, 9, and 1 in the Minot North lineup. Miley Ackerman leads things off, followed by Cole Kataska and then Kinsey Wellstad. That's ball one to Ackerman. Miley again starting in left field. At the plate this year, batting .233. Low for ball two. Shell did walk Katie Shipman to lead off the second inning, but Shipman was thrown out just a few pitches later trying to steal second. Shipman does have 13 stolen bases in the 24 campaign. Shell gets a strike, still trailing 2-1. Ackerman lets it go, just out. 3 balls to the batter, again with Cole Kataska on deck. It'll be her first plate appearance of the day, 32nd of the season. A foul ball, and the count's full. It's been long at bats across the board, really, in this game. Both teams at the plate, fending off pitches. Pitchers also missed the zone a couple of times, worked up their pitch count early on, but no runs across. Just 1 walk for Hertz, 1 walk for Shell. That'll be strikeout number 2 for Josie Shell as she retires Ackerman for the first out in the bottom of the third inning. Another reminder, this broadcast on the PSP Network is brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships with specialized training and technology. Nobody knows your vehicle better than the certified techs at Ryan Family Dealerships. No matter what kind of vehicle you own, you can trust your repairs to Ryan. That's Ryan Family Dealerships. Foul ball for strike 1 to Cole Kataska. Shell back-to-back strikeouts going back to the last out of the second inning. Up to 27 on the season. Oh-2 pitch. Kataska jumps out of the way. Another payoff pitch here from Josie Shell. Way high to the backstop. 2-2. Well, the last time this Bismarck High team came to Minot was last year against Minot High, of course. It was on May 5th. They were swept in that doubleheader against the Majets. How about this? That was part of a 16 consecutive road game streak for Bismarck last year. They played 16 straight games in the regular season on the road. Finished last season 15-18, 11-7 in conference play. Lost the state qualifier to Jamestown. That's 3 strikeouts in a row for Josie Shell. Kataska goes down on the strikes. Kinsey Wellstead at the top of the order, coming back up for the Sentinels.
Number 4, Kinsey Wellstead.
Wellstead gets it to fall in right field. It takes an awkward bounce, misplayed by Owens, and Wellstead will run all the way to third base. A 2-out triple for the leadoff hitter, Kinsey Wellstead. Just a little pop fly to right field. It dropped just inside of the line and then spun all the way to the fence in front of the bleachers in right field. Owens had to chase after it. Wellstead kept running, and she's on third base with 2 outs. And Kate Coleman at the plate, and Coleman will line out to right. The Demons get out of the inning after the 2-out extra base hit by Wellstead, and still nobody scored.
Breathe in. I can't believe I wrecked my car. There's some things in life we can't control, but what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
After 3 innings of scoreless softball, Tyson Hertz returns to the circle for inning number 4, facing Bree Wrangham, Cameron Braun, and Bailey Kautzman. There's 3, 4, and 5 for Bismarck High. Bismarck scored 10 or more runs in 10 games this season after scoring 16 against Minot North in game number 1. This game has been a battle of defenses. Called strike 1 to begin the inning for Tyson Hertz. He's gone 3 innings so far, allowing 0 hits, 1 walk, and striking out 3. Kind of 1 ball and 1 strike after missing there. On the second offering to Wrangham. Wrangham reached base on a ground ball to the left side of the infield. They tried, the Sentinels did, to get Berg, who was the leader runner, out at second base, but the throw was dropped by Kataska covering the bag. That allowed Berg to be safe. Wrangham obviously safe at first base. That's how she reached. So 0 for 1. None of those base runners would come around to score after Braun and Kautzman were retired both on strikeouts to end that first inning for Hertz. And since then, Tyson Hertz has not allowed a base runner. 2-2 the count to Wrangham. Lets it go for ball 3. Hertz has been flirting with full counts all game. The pitch count is rising for Tyson, even though this has been one of the best starts of the year. That'll be the first hit she allows. A ground ball up the middle into center field. Rango's on base again. And now the Demons with a leadoff batter aboard. Trying to get on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, be the first two in this game 2. Cameron Braun at the plate, 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the second game. Braun was 3 for 4 in game number 1. First pitch, Braun sits on the breaking ball, but swings through it. Well, Hertz has gotten first pitch strike a lot, but as we were just saying, just worked around the zone after that. Got into a lot of 3-2, 2-2 counts. Only walked 1 so far. Blocked by Shipman. The throw to second base was collected there by Wellstad. That one looked like it was destined for center field and another base for Rangam, but Wellstad able to snatch it, keep Rangam at second base. She'll take second. 1 ball and 1 strike to Braun. Another block by Shipman behind home plate. Braun seen 3 in a row. 0 for balls. Now it'll be ball 4. First 2 on base for Bismarck, bringing up Bailey Kautzman. 2 on, nobody out. Situation for the catcher. Kautzman, a sophomore, 15 runs batted in ahead of today, and a .460 batting average. Ground ball to Wellstad, going right to first base, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Kautzman able to advance the runners. There's 2 on the pond now for Maya Jones.
Now batting number 5, Maya Jones.
So we are just entering May as the first game this month for both teams. This is already one of our last few softball broadcasts on the PSP network, the last one of the year. Comes up on May 16th, Minot High hosting Mandan. That's right ahead of the West Region tournament. Speaking of Minot High, they'll be playing here at home tomorrow against Turtle Mountain. First pitch at 4:30. And that's their penultimate home doubleheader before the final home game of the season for the Jets against Mandan. That'll be on the PSP network. And May 16th, 4:30 first pitch, Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show at 4:15. 2-1 count to Maya Jones. The pitch from Hertz. Grounded to short. Wellstad able to keep track of it with a runner coming in front of the ground ball. And throw on to first. The run will score, and Bismarck has the first lead. With locations out North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona, BNC National Bank provides with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit them online as well at bnc.bank. Bring you the BNC National Bank scoreboard, which reads Bismarck 1, Minot North none here in the top of the 4th inning with 2 outs. Still a runner at third for Josie Shell. Shell, who's pitched a shutout so far, now has the lead. Next time she comes out to the circle for the 4th inning, she'll be facing batters 3, 4, and 5 for Minot North. Hertz, Shipman, and McCann. Another ground ball to short. Wellstad makes 3 in a row to end the inning. 1 run does come across for Bismarck. After the leadoff single by Wrangham, she's able to be brought all the way around. The Demons score the first run of game number 2 and lead 1-0 heading into this commercial break on the PSP Network.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Josie Shell pitching with the lead here in the bottom of the 4th. After Bismarck put up the first run on the BNC National Bank scoreboard in the top half of the inning, it was Bree Wrangham that got the inning started with a single. Garen Braun followed up with a walk, and then 3 straight groundouts to the Minot North shortstop, Kinsey Wellstad, but that was able to move the runners around and bring Wrangham in to score. Demons lead the Sentinels 1-0 with Tyson Hertz batting, now in an 0-1 count after missing on the first pitch. Shell winds up with the 0-1, another foul ball. Already 2 strikes on the batter. Payoff pitch coming up from Shell. Shell had a stretch of 3 straight strikeouts to end the 2nd and to start the 3rd inning. That was before giving up the triple to Kinsey Wellstad, but did no damage as the following batter, Kate Coleman, lined out to right field to end that 3rd frame. Hertz ducks out of the way. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Shell up to 28 strikeouts this year. Hertz fouls one off, stays alive. Shell does get the strikeout in the end. Took a couple extra pitches, but that's her 4th K of the day for the freshman. Josie Shell brings up Katie Shipman. Go back to the legacy doubleheader. Shipman went 7 for 7 against the Sabres with 3 doubles, a triple, and 6 RBIs. That is a really good doubleheader for her at the plate. Already today, she's been walked 3 times and flew out to center field. So officially 0 for 1. She does have 1 run scored and has reached base 3 on 3 occasions. Down in the count, 0-2 to Shell. Shell working ahead of the Minot North batters here in the 4th inning. Put away pitch. Hit to shallow right field, right on the edge of the infield turf is Kautzman. Read it the whole way and puts away the 2nd out. Sentinels with 2 hits in the game. They also had Shipman reach base on the hit, but other than that, they've been kept off the base pass. Elise McCann swings at the first pitch. Ground ball to 3rd. And that's a 1-2 throw inning for Josie Shell. Strikeout, pop out, and the ground out. Send the Sentinels back to the dugout in order. Demons hold on to a 1-run lead.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
Fifth inning coming up on the PSP Network. It's brought to you by Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. Offers 0% financing and free consultations, virtual or in office. Enjoy professional treatment and a fun, relaxed atmosphere. Check them out at minotbraces.com. Well, the sun has pretty much gone away. The cloud cover is back over Shields Complex. See some rain in the radar. Maybe going to avoid us here at the Shields Complex, and we're going to be playing a full doubleheader of softball. Bismarck won the first game in 5 innings, 16-3. Here as we enter the 5th inning, just one total run on the scoreboard. It's the Demons with the lead. Leading off the 5th inning for Bismarck was Kate Nowatzki with a base hit. Leadoff batter aboard for the second consecutive inning with Izzy Owens at the plate. Sends this one to left field. That is extra bases. Nowatzki sent all the way to home. Here comes the throw. It's cut off by Kelly. And Bismarck extends their lead to 2-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. On the single by Nowatzki and the RBI double by Izzy Owens. She stops at second base with Kelly cutting off that throw. That is extra base hit number 3 on the year for Owens and RBI number 6. Top of the order now up for the Demons and Drew Kautzman. 0 for 2 in this game alone. Starts off the AB with a foul ball. Oh, 1 pitch from Hertz low, blocked by Shipman. Owens will stay at second base. It's been a busy week here on the PSP Network. We've had to battle some weather, moving around some broadcasts. Tuesday, we're supposed to have a triple header coverage. 2 games from Minot, one down in Bismarck. There's a fly ball to center field. Coleman underneath it. Tagging and advancing to third is Izzy Owens. Just barely. But that will be a sac fly for Kautzman. Runner on third and 1 out for Jersey Berg. Talking about our week on the PSP Network on Tuesday. The Minot games got rained out. So did the scheduled game out in Bismarck between Legacy and Bismarck High. Shifted gears to St. Mary's and Century. Picked up 1 game between the Saints and the Patriots. Ended up being a sweep for Century. That was a foul ball off the top of the fence. Wednesday, got the postponed Minot High baseball game against Mandan on the air. What 2 games that was. 4-1 win for Minot in game number 1, and then a 10-inning marathon, but it was a good one the whole way. A 2-1 walk-off win for the Magicians. They swept second-placed Mandan in the conference standings. Foul ball again from Berg. 0-2. Berg 0 for 1 with a walk and a flyout to center field after a 3 for 3 game 1. Today we got softball, tomorrow soccer on the PSP Network. Next week, well, not as many scheduled broadcasts. Big fly to left center field, but Coleman's going to catch it. Tagging up again is Owens. She will score. And it's 3-0 Bismarck. 1 run in the 4th for the Demons, 2 already in the 5th. The bases are empty with 2 outs for Bree Wrangham. Wrangham's reached base twice on an error and a single. Hasn't scored yet. Was left at first and left at third on those 2 times at board. Ball 1. Defense straight up for Minot North. That'll be called ball 2. Well, Bismarck's made better and better contact progressively throughout this second game against Tyson Hurts after not picking up a hit until the 4th inning. Ball called off by Shipman, and that'll be the 3rd out. And again, after not picking up a hit until the 4th inning, Bismarck's put together 3 hits in the last 2 innings and 3 runs as well. They lead by that tally as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning on the PSP Network.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess, and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clamine, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clamine, and McBride.
Following the conclusion of this game, we'll have the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show on the PSP Network. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com, helping clients work toward financial freedom. We'll also give out a couple of awards, including the Jobbers Move of the Game, sponsored by Jobbers Moving and Storage. They can move across town or across the country with locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. They can also be found online at jobberswarehouse.com. Haley Holte's due up first for Minot North in the home half of the 5th. Swing and miss, strike 1, followed by Maya Bagwell and Miley Ackerman. As the Sentinels now got to make up a 3-run deficit late in this game, too. Ground ball to Berg at short. Clean field and throw is in time. Also like to shout out other sponsors of the PSP Network. Serve Pro with 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Also Shields of Minot and Bismarck. Present the Player of the Week each week on the PSP Network social media platforms. You can head over there to @NetworkPSP on X or Facebook to nominate a player or vote for this week's Player of the Week. Shields of Minot and Bismarck, proud to support the PSP Network's mission of promoting local athletes. 1-0 count to Maya Bagwell. Now swing and a miss, evens the count at 1. Shell, 4 strikeouts going back to the 2nd inning. She has 4 strikeouts in the game. And that'll be a hit for Bagwell. 9 straight games she's reached base. Now 1 for 2 in this game is Bagwell. 1 on, 1 out for Miley Ackerman. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Cole Kataska, who bats next, also 0 for 1 with a strikeout. But Bagwell did break in 0 for 1 with a strikeout in game 2 with a hit there. Maybe leading the way for the Sentinels in the comeback effort. Ackerman will make contact, pop up, playable for Kautzman. She makes catch. Quick out in foul territory there. Ackerman retired, brings up Cole Kataska. 2 gone in the 5th inning.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Cole Kataska.
Called strike 1. Got the lights on here at the Shields Complex. Past the 7 o'clock hour in the Central Time Zone. Right over our heads for foul ball, strike 2. Okay, the next time we'll be here at PSP Network at the Shields Complex, May 16th. Minot High hosting Mandan in softball. The next time that Minot North will take the field here. As that's ball 1, 1 and 2. Well, that'll be in a week as they host Dickinson. And taking a peek at the WDA standings, Dickinson currently 3rd at 8-2 in conference play. Minot High is the leaders, 11-1 on the year. Kataska fly ball to left field. That'll be caught, and that'll end the inning. We'll take a more in-depth look at the WDA standings as they stand today when we return for the 6th inning on the PSP Network.
What is performance? It's strategy, conditioning, precision, anticipating the unexpected, and executing. For some, it may be just a game, but in this field, there is no playing around. You need to give it your all. You need to give it the max. Ag Vision Max by Farmer's Choice. An all-in-one playbook for growers developed by agronomists specific to your goals. It's a precise guide to maximize your field's performance. Ag Vision Max.
At NCC, Northwest North Dakota is our backyard. The individuals and businesses who rely on NCC's services aren't just our customers. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That's why we're committed to providing the high-quality internet, video, phone, and security systems you need to stay connected with the friendly, local service you deserve. NCC, making connections in Northwest North Dakota.
Bismarck Demons looking to improve to 8-2 in conference play and 13-3 overall. They're in a good position to do so with a 3-run lead as we head to the 6th inning. It's Tyson Hurt still pitching for Minot North. The batter for Bismarck is Cameron Braun. First pitch, ball 1. All right, let's take a look at the West Region standings in the sport of softball, brought to you by Shields of Minot and Bismarck. They have every sporting good imaginable, including fashion and footwear. Shields of Minot Bismarck bringing the WDA standings. There's a ground ball to second base, and that'll be out number 1. Braun is retired, brings up Bailey Kautzman. Minot in the pole position. They are 11-1 in conference play. They'll host Turtle Mountain tomorrow for 2 games. They're one of their final home games of the year before they host Mandan to end the regular season. Speaking of Mandan, the Braves are in second at 8-1. Dickinson a half game behind them at 8-2. Bismarck at 7-2. They can look to tie Dickinson for 3rd place, at least after today with this doubleheader sweep. They're already halfway there. Ground ball to short this time. Wellstad will make the play. Williston is in the top 5 at 8-4, and that's the magic spot to be. That means you're headed to Jamestown. The other 6 teams, they'll need play-in games, including Jamestown, the host of the tournament, currently 6-3 after dropping 2 here to Minot. Those are 2 crucial losses for the Blue Jays, but that's a talented team. Got to believe that throughout the month of May, they'll keep climbing those standings once again. They were in 2nd place when they faced off against Minot last week, already down to 6th. Bismarck Legacy is 7th at 7-5, then the rest all below 500 in conference play. Minot North at 4-10, Century 1-9. Turtle Mountain and Watford City still in search of their first conference wins, their first overall wins this season. So if you do a little bit of bracketology, Minot North will be facing Bismarck Century right now in the play-in game between seeds 8 and 9. Bismarck at 4. They would await the winner then, I believe, of that game. No, they'd be playing Williston. Pop fly to Kelly. 1-2-3 inning for Hertz in the top of the 6th. Minot North needs some offense.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
The trick to throwing well is knowing where you want the ball to go.
like how the local bankers at First Western Bank and Trust take the time to learn about you and recommend the banking services like online banking or personal loans that keep your goals on target.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Bottom of the sixth is led off by Kinsey Wellstad. After she tripled her last time up, this one's going to get behind the center fielder, Maya Jones. And all the way to the warning track. Extra bases for Kinsey Wellstad. She stands on second base with Kate Coleman at the plate. Coleman in this game 0 for 2. In game 1 went 1 for 3. She came into today hitting pretty well at the plate. She was batting .459 with an over 1,000 OPS since mid-April. Second half of the month. Now in May, looking to continue that success at the plate. Has a chance to bring in a run here with Wellstad in scoring position. Another foul ball from Coleman. Came up in the same opportunity last time up with Wellstad on third following the triple. Lined out to right field to end the inning. Kept the Sentinels off the scoreboard. That was their best scoring opportunity of the game. They need 3 in the last 2 innings. Ground ball to third. It is caught. The throw's in time, and now Wellstad advances to third base. The throw there not in time. So in the end, Coleman does advance the runner and bring up Tyson Hertz. Trying to break an 0 for 2 in game 2.
Number 3, Tyson Hertz.
Hertz 15 RBIs this year. Has one 60 feet away in the bottom of the 6th inning. Fly ball foul. Strike 1. Coleman ground out to Cameron Braun there at third base. Oh, 1 pitch called for strike 2. We have some rain coming down here at the Shields complex. People have left their positions behind home plate on the bleachers. Inside, ball 1. Shell 5 1/3 innings pitched. 4 strikeouts so far. Just walked the one batter. That was Shipman back in the 2nd inning. Shipman is on deck. With Hertz at the plate. 1-2 pitch rolls to home plate. Shipman wants a new ball. He's allowed 4 hits, 2 of them to Wellstad. And of course, no earned runs. Just 16 earned runs on the season for Shell, a 3.61 ERA ahead of this game. Ground ball to Berg at short. Play's going to be at home. Wellstad got too far ahead, and we'll get back to third base safely. Oh, now Hertz is taking off for second base. And she's going to get thrown out. Not a wise decision there. Maybe thought she could get Bismarck sleeping defensively, but that is a costly run taken off the base pass when Hertz was granted first base. So now Shipman with 2 outs has the responsibility of bringing in that first run for the Sentinels. Lets it go for strike 1. Now that one's an interesting one to score on how Hertz got out. 5-2-6. One count to Shipman. That one, was that called strike 2? It was. Shipman thought that one was well outside. Look that way from up here, but that is 2 strikes on Shipman. Again, having a swing at that outside pitch. Strike 3. That'll end the 6th inning. 5th K of the day for Josie Shell. We head to the 7th. Bismarck High with a 3-run lead.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota, and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Tyson Hurts looks to finish off 7 strong innings as Minot North still looking to complete the comeback as they trail Bismarck 3-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. The Demons have Josie Shell, Kate Nowatzki, and Izzy Owens due up here in the top of the 7th inning. Bismarck got all 3 runs in the 5th to take their lead 3-0, but they have not scored. Well, they scored 2 runs in that inning. 1 run in the 4th. First pitch of the 7th from Hurts is high for ball 1. Shell, the batter, 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts to shortstop. Shell's batting average at .422 through 14 games. With .480 on base percentage as well. Drawn 5 walks, struck out 8 times. Has a 3-0 count here as Hurts trying to get a grip on the softball. Gotta find the zone here. Squaring to bunt. That'll be ball 4. And Shell is on base for the first time in the second game. Kate Nowatzki singled and scored in that 2-run 5th for the Demons. Why not add some insurance here in the 7th inning? Already with a 3-run lead, you got Josie Shell, who expects to come out for the 7th inning. And you put in a relief pitcher. It's been a while since the Demons have had a pitcher go the complete game. Five in a row out of the zone from Hurts. This one's fouled away to end that streak. 1-1 the count to Nowatzki. Ball 2. Kept in front by Shipman. Keeping Shell at first base. Last time Bismarck did have pitcher throw the complete game. That was in game 1 against Legacy. Bree Rangan went 6 innings of a 6-inning game. A 15-3 win for the Demons. Count of 2 balls and 1 strike to Nowatzki. Delivery from Hurts. Well, that was ball 4. First 2 batters in the inning are walked. And that'll bring up Izzy Owens. Doubled and lined out to shortstop. And that's been her game 2. Scored on Berg's sac fly. Skips to home plate. Trying to keep the softballs dry, but once it hits the turf, it's definitely not. The rainy weather that's picked up in the last half of the inning Hertz trying her best to put one in the zone here and get a couple balls in play, or add to her strikeout total. Hasn't struck out a Bismarck batter since that third inning. Struck out Drew Kautzman for her third of the game, but since then, it's been walks or balls put in play. Does have a 2-strike count in favor of Hertz. Against Owens, top of the order due up next for Bismarck. Payoff pitch from Tyson. Way high. Somehow caught there by Shipman. Again, an effort to keep the runners where they are. Shells at second base. Nowatzki at first after back-to-back walks. 2-2. Also low, ball 3. During our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show name Sport Clips MVP of game number 2. Might have to be one of the pitchers, as the offenses have been pretty quiet here in the second game of a doubleheader after Bismarck went for 16 runs on 19 hits in game number 1. They've had 3 runs on 3 hits here in game number 2. They've been helped by a couple of base on balls from Hertz. That's the third of the inning. Bases are loaded for the Demons with Drew Kautzman at the plate. Inside, ball 1. Kautzman, liner to left field. They'll drop. Throw all the way home. Oh, looked good, but it was cut off. 2 runs come in for Bismarck, bringing their lead to 5 on an RBI single. 2 RBI single there for Drew Kautzman. First 2 RBIs of this game. Jersey Berg up next with still 2 runners on base. Shell and Nowatzki score. Owens over to second. Missing for ball 1 is Hertz. Again, just the 4th hit allowed by the Minot North starting pitcher. Called strike 1, counts even. Hertz's last outing was against Mandan. 10-0 loss for the Sentinels. Pitched a complete 7 innings, allowing 7 hits, 7 earned runs, 10 total. Scored for Mandan. There's the wild pitch. There's 2 in scoring position. Walked 13, so the walk numbers are down here for Hertz in game number 2 of this doubleheader. And that was another theme we saw in game 1 with Kinsey Wellstad, the pitcher for Minot North. Didn't walk a single batter. Laser beam foul. Four batters face of the inning by Hertz. Nobody out. 3 walks and then the RBI single by Drew Kautzman. Kautzman and Owens were advanced on the wild pitch just 2 pitches ago. Foul ball from Berg. He's yet to pick up a hit here in game number 2. Reached on a walk. Drove in a run on a sac fly. Two pitch, stays up and out of the zone. Count full to Berg, senior shortstop for Bismarck. Fly ball to the warning track. Oh, the outfielder is misplayed. Going to bounce off the fence. 2 more runs batted in for Jersey Berg. 2 more on the board for Bismarck. It's 7-0. Coleman was in the right spot, just not the glove, as that one bounced off the wall for a double. Next batter up for the Demons, Bree Rangam. 1 for 3, single, reached on an error, and also fouled out to the catcher. That ended the 5th inning. Drops in for strike 1. Hertz gets ahead of the batter. Wrangham picked up extra base hits number 22 and 23 in game number 1 with a double and a triple. Wrangham also had just a single base hit and reached on an error. She's gotten on base 6 times today in her 8th plate appearance now. Wild pitch advances Berg to third. Two-one pitch from Tyson Hertz. Misses outside, 3-1. Nobody out in the 7th inning. 4 runs already brought in for Bismarck. Rang a big swing and a miss. Count full again. Hertz walks another batter. Wrangham is aboard. Runners on the corners. Still nobody out. Cameron Braun, the next batter.
Now batting number 8, Cameron Braun.
Six straight have gotten on base for the Demons here in the top of the 7th inning. Wrangham will run down to second base, try and get the first out of the inning to the Sentinels, but Wrangham will slide in safely. Berg crosses home plate, and the score is 8-0. At bat with a new score is Braun. And a 1-1 count. As Wrangham in scoring position, if the Demons need to add any more runs, run rule really wouldn't do anything here in the 7th inning, obviously being the last inning of regulation. Minot North needs some bigger offense now. It was a 3-run lead heading into the 7th inning. Thought it would be manageable, but already 5 runs scraped across for Bismarck in the half inning without an out recorded. Minot North will send up McCann, Holte, and Bagwell when they do get to bat in the bottom half of the inning. Count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. That'll be strike 3. Hertz's 4th K of the day. Second time she's retired. Braun on strikes. 1 away here in the top of the 7th inning. The umbrellas are out here at the Shields complex. So rain continues to fall. Ground ball to third. Bagwell over to Kelly at first. That's back-to-back outs for the Sentinels. Looking to hold Bismarck to just 8 runs and 5 runs in this inning. Maya Jones looking to extend it with Wrangham advancing to third. First pitch strike to Jones, who is 0 for 3. Reached base plenty in game 1. Made use of getting on base, scoring a couple times as well. Stays inside the fences, and that'll be a catch for Avon Kelly over in foul territory. Minot North eventually gets out of the 7th inning, but Bismarck extends their lead all the way up to 8. Sentinels going to need that many to keep this game going.
From the 26-yard line, nearing the Serve Pro red zone are the Demons already. Handoff, Hankey dances in the hole. Now he speeds and bursts outside, accelerates to the 20, 15, 10, 2 touches, 2 touchdowns.
Carter Henke, this time they go left, and he just does what he does so well is he read the block. It wasn't off tackle, it wasn't off the guard on the inside, and he took his time, then he bounced to the outside, got a great little kick out block, a touch block, and deep downfield for the Demons, helping him out.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
The BNC National Bank scoreboard reads Bismarck 8, Minot North 0. Bottom of the 7th coming up next. Sentinels will send up McCann, Holte, and Bagwell. Face Josie Shell looking for the complete game. Again, the last time Bismarck starting pitcher had a complete game, that was game 1 against Legacy on April the 20th.
Leading off the bottom half of the 7th inning for the Sentinels, the right fielder.
That was Bree Rangam that went the full 7 innings in the winning effort. Shell looking to do the same with an 8-run lead. Facing batters 5, 6, and 7 for Minot North. First pitch swung out and grounded to third. Stabbed there at third base by Cameron Braun. Does make the throw. Quick out in the 7th inning. That's not what happened in the top half this inning. Hertz walked 4 batters, also gave up 2 hits, and those are the first 6 batters she faced in the 7th inning. Was able to retire the next 3 via the strikeout, ground out to third, and foul out to first base, limiting the Demons to 5 runs, but able to extend the lead and really put the pressure on Minot North, especially now with 1 out. You got to put 8 runs up on the board. Pop fly. Who wants it? Berg has it. 2 retired in the 7th inning. We're 1 out away from a Bismarck high sweep. They look to improve their record to 13-3. Next week on the PSP Network, not looking ahead past Friday's high school soccer from Dwayne Carlson Stadium. We do have soccer next week, Tuesday as well, from Minot as the Jets host Bismarck Century. Another 7:30 kickoff there, 7:15 start on PSP Network. Down in Mandan, the Bismarck Mandan crew has another high school baseball game on the air, at least scheduled to have one. Mandan hosts Bismarck Century from Veterans Ballpark, and then we'll wrap up next week's coverage on Saturday with baseball up in Minot. Legacy at the Minot Magicians, currently undefeated Minot baseball team. 1-1, the count to Maya Bagwell. That's strike 2. Payoff pitch coming from Josie Shell. Looking for the complete game W. The windup and delivery, it is a line drive to right field, but foul. Well hit by Bagwell, just couldn't keep it inside the lines. Last time up, Bagwell singled. She's 1 for 2 in game 2. The on-base streak is still alive, and it will continue. Looks to keep it up in the Sentinels' next outing against Dickinson a week from today. One-two again from Shell. Oh, ducking out of the way. You have a pitch almost hitting Bagwell in the helmet. Demons looking for one final out, get out of the rain, head back home with 2 wins up here in the Magic City. Fly ball left field. Over is Nowatzki, and that is a complete game shutout for the freshman Josie Shell. An 8-0 win for Bismarck. We'll be back to wrap it up as part of our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I picked Carson Wentz. I picked Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from?
I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
The Bismarck Demons continue their winning ways. It's up to 6 wins in a row for Billy Schmidt's squad after picking up the doubleheader sweep against Minot North today, winning Game 1 by a final score of 16-3, and Game 2 8-0. Here's how it happened in the second game of our doubleheader. Well, it was a pitcher's duel early on between Tyson Hertz and Josie Schell. Eventually, Bismarck would break the seal in the top of the 4th inning with 1 run. That was started by Bree Rangam getting a single. Cameron Braun followed that up with a walk. There was 2 runners on base with nobody out. Bailey Kautzman grounded out to short. That advanced Rangam to third and Braun to second. Maya Jones would ground out to shortstop. That would score Rangam and advance Braun to third base. And then another ground out to short to end the inning. But that would be the end of Bismarck scoring in the top of the 4th. Schell came back out inside the circle and really settled in the middle of the game after giving up a walk and a single in the second inning. She would strike out 4 of the next 6 batters she would face, including 3 in a row, Bagwell, Ackerman, and Kataska there to end the second and start the third. She really was good there in the 3rd and 4th innings. Continued it into the 5th with a 1-2-3 frame, retiring Hertz, Shipman, and McCann. And in the top of the 5th, Bismarck would add to the lead, add to the run support for Josie Schell by picking up the bottom of the order. Really got started there. Nowatzki and Owens with hits. Owens would bring in Nowatzki from first base with an RBI double, and then would be brought in on back-to-back sac flies by Kautzman and Berg with the RBI. That made it 3-0 Demons, and then from there it looked like that score would kind of just stay. The rain started to fall. The pitchers were locked in again, and then Hertz, the starting pitcher for Minot North, lost a bit of control in the 7th, walking the first 3 batters she faced, Schell, Nowatzki, and Owens, and then gave up a couple hits after that. Kautzman and Berg would drive in runs. Bree Rangam would be walked before Hertz finally got those last 3 outs, but not before Bismarck was able to extend their lead to 8-0, and Schell came on for the 7th to finish off the complete game shutout and pick up the win. That is win number 6 on the year for Josie Schell. She improves to 6-1. Bismarck as a team, they're up to 13-3 overall, 8-2 in the WDA. They've won 6 games in a row. They will play Legacy at home on Tuesday. A game against the Sabres is what's up next for Bismarck. Actually, I take that back. They host Williston tomorrow, and then we'll host Minot to start next week on Tuesday. So the Coyotes are up next for Bismarck. Up next for Minot North, they will be on the road taking on, at home taking on Dickinson. There we go. and then on the road out east over Friday and Saturday against West Fargo, Cheyenne, and Grand Forks Central. The Sentinels dropped to 5-16-1 overall, 4-12 in the West Region. We have a couple more West Region games to play this year. That'll come up later on this season at home, actually. Losing streak extends to 10 for Minot North with the shutout loss to Bismarck. They fall to 3-12 on their home field here at the Shields Complex, and that does it for our planning team. Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show. At least for our scoring summary, we've still got some awards to hand out as always. The Sport Clips MVP of game number 2. How about Josie Shell? 7 shutout innings, allowing just 2 hits to Minot North batters. She was able to strike out 5 over the course of those 7 innings, picking up the win. She was very crucial to Bismarck's success today, especially with the offense showing up a little bit later than usual for the Demons. They still ended up putting 8 on the board, with 5 of those runs coming in the top of the 7th inning. But Josie Shell was consistent the whole way through, allowing 2 hits and walking just 1, even in the rainy weather by the end of that game. Josie Shell takes home your Sport Clips MVP for game number 2. As for the Jobbers move of the game, oh well, a couple of nominees again here. Not so many, all-out web gems out in the field. So we might just give this one to Izzy Owens' RBI double. Again, Jobbers move of the game in game number 1 was just doing something to spark the offense, and for Bismarck, they needed it, and it was that extra base hit for Izzy Owens, just their 3rd hit of the game at that point. That brought in Nowatzki to make it a 2-0 game. That would be the 3rd hit of 5 for Bismarck High, one of the very few players to make good contact against starting pitcher for Minot North, Tyson Hertz. Izzy Owens' RBI double going to be your Jobbers move of the game for game number 2. They focus on the details of the process without ever losing sight of the big picture. Efficient step-by-step approach to move management keeps everyone on the same page, with locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. You can also find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Your final score for the final time in game number 1, Bismarck picks up a 5-inning victory over Minot North in a run rule shortened game, 16-3. And in game number 2, it's the stellar pitching of Josie Shell that gets it done for the Demons, finishing off the doubleheader sweep by a score of 8-0. Well, that does it from the Shields Complex today. We'll be here one more time later on in the month of May for Minot High hosting Mandan, but that does it for our softball coverage this year. One more game to go here on the PSP Network, and one more game left this week. It'll be high school soccer from Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Tomorrow, Minot High hosts Mandan. High school girls soccer with kickoff scheduled for 7:30. Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show slated for 7:15. Hope to see you there hope to see you then for our broadcast crew here at the PSP Network. I'm Owen Patterson, happy to be on the call for 2 games today, even with the weather taking a bit of a rainy turn by the end of it. Bismarck High picks up 2 wins today, and we hope to see you for soccer tomorrow. But until then, have a good night, everybody.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.